Ever had your hike ruined by a backpack that couldn't carry the load? Or left you sore by day's end? Today, we're diving into the best backpacks for multi-day hikes, built for comfort, capacity, and real adventure readiness. Welcome to the channel. Stick around, this guide will help you choose the right pack. All product links are in the description, so check them out. The number 6 product on our list is Miramrax Backpack. It's wild how one backpack can completely change the way a long hike feels, yet that's exactly the experience this pack creates from the moment you load it up and throw it over your shoulders. Instead of that familiar worry about space, weight, and durability, there's this surprising sense of control thanks to the expandable design that shifts from compact to spacious in seconds, giving multi-day hikers the freedom to adapt on the trail without overthinking what to bring. The tough exterior instantly inspires confidence, especially when rain or rough terrain shows up, and compared to lighter bags that fray or sag under pressure, this one feels ready for a real backcountry mile. The organized compartments solve one of the biggest frustrations hikers face, digging endlessly to find essentials, because everything has structure, from hydration access to secure pockets that keep gear balanced and easy to reach. The MOLLE system sets it apart from others in the same category, letting you build the setup that fits your hiking style instead of forcing a fixed layout. It does run more tactical and rugged than minimalist packs, which can be a slight drawback for hikers who want ultralight simplicity. But that same ruggedness becomes a huge advantage on tougher trips where reliability matters more than shaving ounces. For hikers carrying heavier loads, or anyone preparing for extended routes, this backpack brings that rare mix of comfort, strength, and smart expandability that feels like a step up from typical trail gear and offers the kind of peace of mind you only realize you were missing once you've tried it. Number 5 is SKYSPER Backpack. It's amazing how a compact pack can instantly shift your mindset from hope this holds up to I'm actually ready for this trail, and that's exactly the feeling this lightweight design delivers the moment you sling it on. What first grabs you is how surprisingly sturdy it feels for its size, solving a huge problem hikers face with smaller bags that either sag under weight or fall apart after a few trips. Here, the reinforced stitching and tough materials create a sense of security that stays with you mile after mile, almost like carrying a dependable partner rather than just gear. Then comes the comfort factor, which honestly outperforms several bulkier bags used for multi-day hikes. The breathable back panel reduces sweat and pressure, making those long climbs feel a little less punishing and a lot more controlled. Compared to packs with cluttered layouts or flimsy compartments, the thoughtful organization in this one makes every item easy to reach, and the anti-theft zipper adds an unexpected layer of peace of mind during travel. The detachable straps and trekking pole fixtures make it adaptable in ways many minimalist day packs simply aren't, giving you the freedom to scale up or down depending on your route. If you're someone who wants maximum capacity, this might feel limited, but for hikers who prefer streamlined trips, its lightness becomes an advantage that keeps fatigue at bay and movement smooth. For everything from short trail days to weekend adventures, this pack brings that satisfying balance of durability, comfort, and smart design that feels like it was tested by people who actually hike, offering the kind of quiet confidence you only appreciate once you're deep into the journey. At number 4 is Maelstrom Backpack. It's wild how one trail-tested pack can instantly calm that familiar pre-hike anxiety of, will this actually carry everything without slowing me down? And that's exactly the shift this design creates the moment you load it up. What stood out first was the durability. You can actually feel rip-bok fabric that doesn't just promise protection, but delivers a real sense of security, especially when the weather turns and you're relying on your gear to keep pushing. That built-in rain cover solves a problem many hikers ignore until it's too late, giving this quiet feeling of preparedness that stays with you through every mile. Then the comfort hits, and honestly, it outperforms several bulkier packs meant for multi-day hikes. The padded back panel and supportive hip belt keep movement smooth and prevent that draining shoulder strain that cuts trips short. Compared to packs with cluttered designs, the thoughtful pocket layout on this one makes organizing gear feel intuitive, and the waterproof wet pocket becomes a game changer when separating damp clothes or sweat-soaked layers. Small touches like the hydration setup, reflective accents, and survival whistle chest buckle show that someone actually designed this with real outdoor challenges in mind. If you're a minimalist who wants ultralight setups, this might lean large, but for hikers who crave dependable space without feeling weighed down, it finds an impressive balance. For everything from weekend backpacking to longer treks, it delivers that rare mix of comfort, practicality, and durability that makes you feel smarter for choosing it, like investing in a partner that's ready for the hard parts of the trail, not just the pretty one. The third one on our list is FENGDONG Backpack. It's surprising how a lightweight pack can instantly shift the tone of a long hike, turning that familiar dread of sore shoulders and disorganized gear into a feeling of calm control. And that's exactly the experience this setup delivers from the first use. The durability is the first thing that stands out, not the loud kind, but the quiet confidence that comes from reinforced stitching and tough, water-resistant fabric that protects your essentials even when the trail throws unexpected weather at you. Then the comfort kicks in, and honestly, this is where it separates itself from many bags in the multi-day hiking category. The breathable mesh padding across the back and straps keeps things cool even on climbs where other packs start to feel like a furnace, giving you that relief you don't realize you've been craving until you feel it. Compared to bulkier models, the way this one balances weight and space feels smart. The 40L capacity is laid out with compartments that make organizing gear effortless instead of chaotic. The internal separator and pockets help prevent that annoying gear pileup that slows hikers down. While the water resistance isn't meant for heavy storms for everyday hiking conditions, it offers enough protection to give peace of mind. It might not be the rugged beast some hardcore backpackers want, but for hikers who prioritize comfort, organization, and reliable performance on multi-day trails, this hits a sweet spot that feels purposeful and thoughtfully designed. If you want a pack that keeps up with you without weighing you down, this one brings a refreshing combination of practicality and trail-ready confidence. Something that makes you feel like you're making a smart choice every time you reach for it. And number 2 is Loowoko Backpack. Cold mornings on the trail hit differently when your pack actually feels like a partner instead of a burden. And that's the surprising shift this setup creates the moment you load it up. What caught me first was how confidently it balances durability and lightness. The upgraded fabric and reinforced straps give it that rugged, dependable feel hikers crave, yet it stays incredibly manageable for long climbs and multi-day loops. Then the relief really sets in when you realize the rain cover tucked into the bottom pouch isn't just a bonus, but a genuine lifesaver on unpredictable routes, keeping your valuables dry without that old anxiety of sudden storms ruining your gear. Compared to internal frame packs, this frameless design trades rigidity for comfort. And honestly, many hikers will appreciate the breathable padding that eases shoulder tension mile after mile. Organization is another highlight. The shoe separator and multiple pockets stop gear chaos before it starts, something I wish more packs in the multi-day category understood. And with the compression straps and attachment points, you can actually build the pack around your adventure instead of forcing your gear to fit someone else's layout. It's not the pick for mountaineers needing maximum structure, but for hikers chasing a mix of freedom, function, and smart weight control, it's a refreshing option that feels thoughtfully tuned for real-world use. Whether you're packing for a 3-day escape or gearing up for a longer trek, this pack gives you that peace of mind feeling, the sense that you made a smart, trail-ready choice that supports you instead of slowing you down. And that's the kind of confidence every multi-day hiker deserves. Now moving to the last one is Teton Backpack. There's a moment on every long hike where your pack either becomes the reason you slow down or the reason you push forward. And this setup instantly leans into that second feeling with a confidence that catches you off guard in the best way. The first surprise is how balanced it feels once adjusted, thanks to a torso system that actually adapts to your build instead of forcing you into a one-size compromise. Stay tuned to find out more about the upcoming. That alone brings a sense of relief many hikers don't know they're missing until they finally feel supported instead of strained. The airflow channels and lumbar padding deepen that comfort, keeping your back cool on climbs where other packs trap heat and steal your energy. Compared to similar multi-day options, the organization here feels smarter and more intentional. The oversized sleeping bag compartment, hydration pocket, and compression straps make packing straightforward instead of chaotic. Every piece of gear finds a home, which is exactly what multi-day hikers crave when miles stretch long and daylight fades quickly. While the material is rugged enough for demanding routes, it still remains flexible and light on your shoulders, giving you that sense of freedom that only well-designed trail gear can deliver. It's not the ultralight pick for minimalists, but for anyone wanting comfort, durability, and space without sacrificing stability, it hits a sweet middle ground that feels reassuringly reliable. Whether you're new to backpacking or leveling up for a longer journey, this pack gives you that smart choice confidence, like your gear is finally working with you, not against you, and that peace of mind alone can change the way you approach your next adventure. So guys, this wraps up our video on the best backpack for multi-day hikes you can buy right now. I've added all the product links in the description, so make sure to check them out and grab the one that fits your style and game perfectly. If this video helps you in any way, don't forget to hit that like button. It really motivates us to keep bringing you honest, helpful gear guides. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our upcoming reviews, comparisons, and buying tips. Your support means everything. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.